the top teams in Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball meet tonight on Channel 12 as the Champlin Park Rebels come to Maple Grove to take on the Crimson. Hello and welcome to Maple Grove High School. John Jacobson along with Andy Gugesberg for tonight's match. And Andy, Champlin Park comes in 8-3. Maple Grove 6-1 on the season, both having terrific seasons so far.
Absolutely agree. You know, Sean Haugen has done a great job with Maple Grove. This is only his second year as the head coach, but he knows his way around the gym. Been helping here at Maple Grove for a few years longer than that. And John Junker is doing an amazing job with the Champlin Park Rebels. He's got a couple kids that have D1 talent written all over them and has found some other pieces to fill in very, very well. Nice teams on both sides tonight.
Good teams in this conference. Dutino Grace and Osseo just played a 5-set marathon last week. Dutino Grace winning that one, so they're tied atop the conference lead right now with Champlin Park. Maple Grove, though, is right there along with Osseo. There's some really good clubs. Top 5 teams in this league are really outstanding.
Absolutely true. You know, the time was not that long ago that there was one, maybe two teams in this section or in this conference that you would have to worry about, but it's a wide open race this year, and that makes for fun volleyball, not just at section time, but throughout the entire season. These teams make each other better, so when it comes section time, when it comes to win or go home, they're ready to go.
Let's look at our key players tonight, starting with Champlin Park, and really, Andy, one of the top players in the state, and I don't think that's an exaggeration at all, sophomore Sydney Hilly.
Sydney Hilly is probably one of the most fun kids to watch play the entire game. We did a Hopkins match last week. Sam Swenson, one of the best setters we're going to see. Hilly does just as good a job setting, plus she's a dynamic attacker. Leads the team in almost everything from what I can tell. Doing a great job, and only a sophomore. Plays with senior composure, though. Really fun to watch her do her thing.
For Maple Grove, one of their veterans, the senior Lauren Bright, really having a good season. Middle blocker, and tell us about her and how she helps Maple Grove's game.
Lauren Bright has the eyes that make middles great. She's a physical kid, but you'll find those everywhere. She's the type of player that gets in front of your best hitter and makes her really, really angry. She's going to score some points when she gets the opportunity, but she makes libero Amber Domengi look really, really good because she takes away so many shots that other hitters want to hit. She gets off the net, she's available all the time. The offense runs through her, and the defense runs because of her.
Maple Grove lost their only match to Osseo, and they feel they've really got some good tests coming up in the conference, starting with this one tonight against the Rebels.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about this conference. You know, you get one shot at everybody. So they had a great match against Osseo, first day of school. Coach Haugen said, you know, a first match is always tough, first day of school. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Now they're in a system where one more loss is going to definitely probably cost them the conference title. They got to run the table from here on out, and I think they got the guns to do it. Now let's see if they can stay strong through the entire match and through the remainder of this conference season.
Should be a good one tonight. Champlin Park, Maple Grove, Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball, and it comes your way live next here on Channel 12.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
And we are back live. John Jacobson and Andy Gugesberg here for tonight's match. We're just underway. Maple Grove getting their first point. They lead 1-0 here in this first set. We'll give you the starters in a moment. Maple Grove on your right in the maroon and white, and Champlin Park in the navy and white. And a quick 2-0 lead for the Crimson. As you look at the starting lineup, that's the starting lineup for Champlin Park. You look at the Rebels starting 7 tonight at 6 plus the libero. Sydney Hilly, the player we talked about in the pregame. And there's your Maple Grove starters. Valencia, Hinsey, Bright, Otto, Brixius, Aspinwall, and Domingue. So quick 3-0 lead for the Crimson. That one off the net, and this will be first point for Champlin Park. A good start, Andy, for Maple Grove. Now the Rebels will get their first serve, trailing 3-1. So rotate in Keely Miller.
Yeah, Hilly's going to score him a lot of points. Finally gets him out of that tough rotation.
That one's down for a point for Maple Grove on the kill. Left side hit and kill. Look at it again. It's Paige Hinsey.
He gets a nice high reach, gets that ball between the blocker's hands. Alderson not quite stopped on defense. Hilly with the jump set. Alderson going up and over Aspinwall right there. Nice swing from her. Can play some middle, can play some left side, play anywhere she needs to help this team be successful. John does a nice job of putting kids in a position to win here.
Studelberg with the serve. Crimson scramble, and they do get it over. Hilly quick set for Alderson, who finds the back left corner for a point. Back-to-back kills for the junior, Janae Alderson.
Last one on the outside, this one in the middle. Real comfortable there, going attacking the right back corner for the Crimson.
Pass front row. Block at the net off the swing from Hinsey. Try again, dumps it over the block and down for a point.
Great swing by Hinsey, noticing that the last one got sent back to her with a hard attack, so this time she goes a little off speed in order to get that ball to drop. She'll drop behind the service line here and see what she can do there.
Just a freshman. Serve goes wide. Rebels point pulls them back to within one with Alderson serving.
Trimble back into the game for the Rebels.
Hilly setting outside. Cross-court hit by Vattendahl Vidal.
Net violation on Aspinwall, I believe.
That'll make it 5-5. Alderson's service error gives the Crimson serve and the lead again. Serve will go to Amber Domingue, senior libero.
Domingue will be playing her college ball at SMSU in Marshall for Terry Culhane and the crew down there.
That one drops out. So it goes as an ace for Domingue and the Crimson, and now an 8-5 lead.
Domingue making sure her teammates knew that ball was out of bounds.
Hit at the net on the overpass. Champlin Park returning. They get the kill and the point. Make it 8-6. Good play by the Rebels.
Yeah, Hilly right there recognizing everybody's in a little bit of awkward defense, waiting for the ball to get set to a hitter. Takes it over on two. Nice back row dump for the point.
Serve from Brenna Walton. Brenna Walton, who's injured early in the season, is coming back for them.
Yeah, she's they ran into some trouble early on without her being able to set. Hilly ran a 5-1, I believe, for the majority of the beginning of the season, and weren't able to get her involved offensively. That's a great swing right there.
Lauren Bright with the kill off the set from Paige Aspinwall. Now Aspinwall to serve. Her team's still up by 2 here. Set goes outside for Hilly. Tipped by Maple Grove, so it's a kill and a point for the Rebels. And back to within 1 again.
Good, clean side-out volleyball so far. Taking care of the serve-receive ball, getting it in your setter's hands, and getting good swings.
Kristen Berry, senior defensive specialist, in serves here but misses. Haley Valencia, senior outside hitter. 60 kills for her on the season. She'll serve here. to Alderson. Aspinwall handling that. And this hit on the swing right side from Bright, and it's a point for Champlin Park.
Aspinwall does a nice job digging that ball up. Domingue comes through. The set's a little inside. Brixius just misses it.
To the middle, and Bright handles this one and puts it away.
Bright and Aspinwall have been playing together for a while. You can tell they have a really nice connection there from the setter to the middle hitter. She was able to find her in a couple different positions across the front row.
Walton back to Hilly, dropping it over. On the block at the net. Alderson getting up along with Claflin to block that.
Yeah, nice close, good vision on the block, taking away angles. Otto kind of gets put in a position hard to swing here. Hilly back to serve.
Quick set back to Brixius. Off of Studelberg, and a point for Maple Grove.
And the Maple Grove faithful love that kill.
Sydney Kara, Sheena Diaz serving for the Crimson. Ball set near side to Hinsey, dug up. Here's Alderson, her hit blocked. Dug again by Studelberg. Oh, great play at the floor by Domingue to get to that one. Good rally here. Hinsey blocked, got it back in play. Aspinwall push it across. At the net, and nicely put away for a point for the Crimson and Alexa Otto.
Setter dump from Aspinwall, throws this ball back over, trying to pick up the ball, and Otto takes advantage of the overpass. Great swing, good spot for her.
13-10 Crimson. Hinsey, a little too much on that. 13-11 their score.
Hinsey going for the deep corner. Back to serve is Studelberg.
A block, and then it's off of Hinsey and out, and the point for Champlin Park.
The ball wasn't passed quite as well as they were hoping for. Makes it real easy for Alderson to know where that ball is going to end up going.
Aspinwall, it's over now. Studelberg, Hilly, quick set, Alderson for the kill.
Aspinwall finds her middle, but not nearly as well as Hilly finds hers. Nice swing by Alderson there.
Aspinwall blocked at the net. Another point for Champlin Park. Otto had her shot blocked. Good first set here for Alderson, Andy.
Yeah, you know, Alderson's got the vision we're looking for from a middle blocker. Otto's a little tight to the net when she gets set there, making it really difficult to hit any sort of angle.
Hilly to Alderson this time, blocked well by the Crimson.
And on cue, Alderson makes the same error that Otto is making. He's too tight to the net, can't see the set and the blocker, has to choose one and is going to get blocked there more often than not.
Hinsey serving. Hilly's got a scramble for that one, dumps it over. 3 Crimson on the floor, no one else could get to it, and it's a point for Champlin Park.
You know, when I read that Hilly was leading the team in kills, I imagined it was from all the big swings she was taking from the front row, but that's her second back row dump for a kill this set.
Too strong by Alderson. We're tied at 15. Rotated back around to Domingue serving again for Maple Grove. Hilly's got a scramble for this one, and Trimble just bump it over. Aspinwall nicely set up for Bright for the kill.
Yeah, Bright recognizing the middle is this middle in the front here isn't quite as fast, gets herself away from the middle blocker, runs the 31 set without a block in front of it.
First kill tonight for Keely Miller.
Champlin responds. That's a nice quick set behind for Miller. Faster tempo than they normally run with her. Catches the Crimson off guard. It's a great swing. Good choice.
Good first set here. We're tied at 16. Outside they go. Rebels able to return that hit from Valencia. Back to the middle, and Alderson trying to take a little off it. Took too much off it and hit it into the net.
Brixius back into the game. Aspinwall about to serve here. Nice pass by Alderson.
Outside it goes to Hilly. In the middle, oh, good block by Hilly.
A couple of big-time talents going at each other here. Bright's up in the air. Hilly sees it coming, gets her hands across the net. Nice block, solo style.
17-all. Barry serving for Champlin Park. Aspinwall in the middle to Brixius. Maple Grove getting a point. These teams trading points. And the Crimson lead again by 1.
Good volleyball, clean on both sides. Not any big runs so far. Been tight the whole way through.
Serve from Valencia. Here's Hilly with the swing, down for a point. Tied at 18.
A little bit of communication between Domengi and Valencia here. Hilly goes for that deep 5-6 seam. Not quite sure who's going to take that ball. I think Domengi kind of gave herself the chest pat like, I got that ball next time. We'll see what happens. That shot may not fall as easily next time around.
Whitney Anderson serving. Back set swing, blocked by Alderson, blocking Brixius' hit. Champlin Park with 2 in a row. They lead by 1.
Back set Aspinwall kind of puts Brixius in a little bit of a tough situation. Alderson and blanking on the middle with the close.
Whitney Anderson serving. And Maple Grove responds. Hinsey with the kill. $19-all. Bright serving. Walton across for Alderson, a little bit behind her. She's able to adjust to it. Brixius has got to tip this one. Hilly digs it up. Walton with a double hit. And we're going to get a timeout for Champlin Park with Maple Grove taking a 1-point lead at 20-19.
Good volleyball so far. Both sides playing even. That was probably the first true error we've seen in the match. Service errors will happen, attacking errors will happen. That was a communication error. That's what's going to get a coach like John Younger to call a timeout, kind of calm his kids down, make sure everybody's on the same page. We see Sean Haugen here talking to his squad, probably giving them ideas about where their hitters are, who's probably getting this ball out of this timeout. They got a couple options in the front row that can score pretty readily. It's going to be good to see. Serve's going to dictate a lot of what happens here. My assumption is we get a deep serve. They're going to force the ball to Alderson, and we'll see if the block sets up accordingly and go from there. If this ball gets served too easy, they've got too many options in the front row. We're going to get a side out right away without much time passing. Bright's got a nice serve. We'll see if she can come off this timeout. Get after it a little bit.
Bright putting it across. Ball set outside for Hilly. Off the blocker and down for a point. We're tied up.
Hilly again, out of serve receive in that 2 position. Able to get a good swing on the right side and put a ball away. Back to serve now.
Domingue gets it. Ball across, but missed wide on the hit from Hinsey, and Champlin Park out of the timeout. 2 straight points, and they're back in front.
Domingue taking a little more court as the set progresses here. He's passed by Valencia.
Hinsey gets this one down. We're tied at 21.
That is a great play by the Crimson right there. Great set from Aspinwall. Aspinwall gets a little tempo on it, and again, we attack that 5-6 seam from Hinsey. Great swing off a great set. Great pass from Valencia to start it up. 21 apiece.
And this one off Alderson. Couldn't handle the serve. Maple Grove back in front. Hilly for Alderson. Hinsey chasing it. Domingue gets it over. Studelberg digs it up. Alderson. Back row, Aspinwall setting for Hinsey. Off the blockers, down for a point. A rarity, Andy. 3 straight points by one team in this first set.
Right. Second time that's happened. Hinsey gets kind of under her own ball here, realizes she doesn't have a position to take a big swing, hits that roll shot over the block. Great position for the freshman.
Sydney Kara continuing to serve. Champlin Park gets a crucial point. Keely Miller with the kill. They're back to within 1.
As they say in Moneyball, we don't care how he gets on base, we just need him there. That's exactly the same thing with that kill. Not pretty, but it's worth a point just the same.
Hinsey, a little strong, tied at 23. Studelberger serving.
Timeout Crimson, 23-23. Everything we could ask for. I believe that we've had 2 3-point runs. The Crimson had one to start and just had one to get to 22. Good volleyball on both sides. We see John Yunker here talking to Alderson probably about what's the smart shot off this timeout. What are we going to be expecting? Good volleyball happening. It's great to see 2 teams playing well and earning just about every point we have. Very few silly errors, for lack of a better term. Everything is forced. You know, if somebody doesn't dig a ball, it's because the ball was hit hard, not because they just didn't go. The service aces we've had have been really tough serves, not a lollipop that somebody checks out on. It's been good volleyball. I'm glad we're here watching it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it at home.
23-23. First set, Studelberg serving for Champlin Park. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. Aspinwall outside to Hinsey. Scrambled to get to this one. Hilly did. Alderson dumps it over. Aspinwall again to Hinsey. It's the swing that missed on her shot, and it's set point now for Champlin Park with their run of 3 in a row here. And now we get second timeout for the Crimson.
Haugen with a little delay on the timeout call there, waiting for his opportunity. Going to settle the squad in and see if they can get a side out here off a good serve-receive ball. Champlin's got the momentum right now. It's kind of fun to be in John Yunker's shoes. They weren't up. Is this the first time they've been up the whole set, I believe? They were down early, and there was a couple times where it was tied, but they haven't been up much if they have. I guess getting to 25 is the time you need to be in front, right? So we'll see what happens here. Maple Grove, I believe, has Bright in the front row. My gut tells me that if this pass is good enough, they will find a way to get her the ball. Oh, I'm mistaken. She's not in right now, so there's all sorts of options for the Crimson.
Studelberg serving for the win. Aspinwall cross for Hinsey. Dug up by Studelberg. We'll go that way again. Alderson from the middle, goes back row, handled by Valencia. Hinsey, another swing, blocked by Alderson. And Miller, and the point and the set goes to Champlin Park, 25-23.
Good volleyball here, nice serve. Domingue does a pretty good job handling it, but it's not a 3-pass, so they have to go outside. Champlin digging well, good cross-court ball. Again, takes Maple Grove out of system. They have to go outside a second time. Good dig, feed to Alderson. Again, not quite where we need that ball. So the third time's the charm for Champlin Park as that third set goes outside. Block is there closed, and that's the ender.
Great way to start tonight's match. Champlin Park wins it by 2 over Maple Grove, 25-23. We'll take time out. Come back. More live coverage on this Thursday night of Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball coming up on Channel 12.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
With Andy Guggesberg, I'm John Jacobson. Welcome back to Maple Grove High School. Great first set. Champlin Park coming from behind, trailing most of that set, and they win it 25-23. Good vocal support of the fans here tonight, student section for Maple Grove.
It's probably my favorite part about high school volleyball. I go to the state tournament every year. I go and watch a lot of the section matches. I watch a lot of high school matches. And that, without fail, is probably the best part about it. You don't get that at any other level. Student sections, because you know all the kids that are on the court for your team. You got cheers for them. You're out supporting them. And I know these girls well enough to know that they're recruiting their friends to come and watch. Today at school, I'm sure the Maple Grove volleyball team was reminding their friends of the match tonight. So it's good to see them out supporting all the sports. Really excited to see what we get here for set 2. Set 1 was sure a doozy. Let's get some more great volleyball underway here.
It's a little different feel too, isn't it, compared to the off-season volleyball, the club volleyball, the JL.
Yeah,
as far as the atmosphere.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if you can't call somebody mom or dad, odds are they're not watching your game during a club match. So
we're underway in the second set. Ball in the back row, passed up front. Hilly to Alderson. Valencia, nice job to get to that. Over by Hinsey. Alderson across to Hilly for the first point.
Alderson does a good job here calling off the libero because she knows where she wants this ball to go, and Hilly responds quite well with the back row kill.
Aspinwall setting, ball knocked over gently by Dominguez. Makes Champlin Park really have to scramble, and they're not able to get it over.
Dominguez excited for her first kill of the match. Not often you see that stat next to a libero. She does a really good job of seeing where that ball's going to be able to fall. Nice little tap shot over.
Hilly setting it back and over by Claflin. Now Claflin will come out, and Battendal Vidal in.
What you said.
A serve. Peyton Studelberg with the ace.
Good serve in the seam there, a little bit of miscommunication. Probably going to hit it again here.
Aspinwall getting it to Otto, block. Another point for Champlin Park. A good start to this second set for the Rebels. Aspinwall cross to Valencia. Hilly dropped it over, dug up by Domingue. Race to it, Valencia getting there. To the net, good tip. So a net violation on that tip, and the ball hit over by Aspinwall. I thought she had gotten it cleanly, but came in contact on her downswing with the net. So another point for the Rebels, and Aspinwall, or excuse me, Studelberg sneaking his serve over there past the Maple Grove defense, and not much the Crimson can do on that. Valencia, and there's a point, able to get that one down between Miller and Alderson in the net.
Good swing by her after a run by Champlin.
Alderson from Hilly. Dug up by Olsen, tipped over by Valencia. Another kill for her.
Valencia with back-to-back kills there. Aspinwall, great push to the outside twice in a row.
Hilly for Alderson. Block in front by Bright.
Bright and Valencia do a nice job of closing on that ball. Alderson trying to hit around it, but the block is too big.
6-4 now, 3 in a row for the Crimson. Tipped and a point for Champlin Park. Kill for Marissa Battendal Vidal. And a serve coming up for Janae Alderson.
Marissa does a nice job there of recognizing the block and going off Bright's hands away from defense. Good swing by her, good vision.
A little too deep and out.
Alderson trying to paint the line and not painting within the lines. Would not pass kindergarten coloring there, but she'll keep going for it.
Aspinwall on the serve, and Trimble with the kill.
Great choice, good swing. Valencia doesn't quite close there. Ball goes in between her and Bright, and down for the point. Nice swing, good choice.
Trimble really an outstanding basketball player for Champlin Park, getting a kill here and helping her team to a 3-point lead again. Nice timing by Sydney Hilly, gets up for the block.
Hilly does a great job of getting the vision on this ball. Knows that Aspinwall is in front, so the only player that can get to her would be Bright, and is there to block it.
Walton back set. Just a touch long for Battendal Vidal on that hit. Didn't miss by much.
Did not miss by much, no. 6-9, Valencia back to serve. See if she's got a little 3-point run in her.
Walton the cross, Hilly the kill.
She just hits at another level. Nice set outside to her. She goes up, the block is closed, and she goes outside the block cross court. It's a great swing.
Barry in for Champlin Park again, serving here. Aspinwall setting for Hinsey, and she'll get the point. Paige Hinsey.
Yeah, a great swing, recognizing that the off blocker was underneath too much. Hilly had come a little bit too close to her, so that whole cross-court deep section is open.
Had a handful of kills in that first set. Gets one here in the middle. Too strong on the attack from Claflin. And Crimson back to within 2 at 10-8.
You can tell the attack plan from the middles is to go after zone 1, go after the right back defender for Maple Grove. Worked sometimes, didn't that time. Right, with a great dig.
Hilly will try again off Aspinwall, but pushed across by Brixius.
Speed picked up.
Brixius from Bright. Walton got to that. Right at the net. Hilly able to get it down. I thought that was going to be a little too tight to the net, but Sydney Hilly able to adjust, get the swing on it, and not come in contact with the net.
She's got such great body control. Out of system ball, inside set. She's able to get her body there and take a very healthy cut at this ball.
Serve from Whitney Anderson. Floats it over. Handled by Domingue. They go outside. Hinsey down the line for a point.
Carving the line a little bit herself there. That's a great spot for the freshman. Nice swing.
Serve long from Kara. Back over to Hilly and the Rebels. Keely Miller back in. Aspinwall cross for Hinsey. Blocked by Alderson. Or excuse me, it was Miller and Claflin at the net.
Yeah, the set's a little outside the antenna. Hinsey's got to adjust her approach. Doesn't have much to do with that ball. That ball's going to get blocked more often than not.
Hilly setting. Alderson dug up by Domingue.
Net violation. And trying to get over there to block Alderson, and a little late coming up and trying to reach. Catches the net on the way down.
5-point lead for Champlin Park, matching their biggest of the night. They were up 6-1 early in this set. To the middle, Domingo able to swing it over. Alderson, cross-court kill. 15-9.
Champlin Park doing a really good job of getting their body right to take aggressive swings on out-of-system sets.
Outside goes to Hinsey. Now Studelberg back for Alderson, dug up by Domingue. Hinsey cross-court kill. Big point for Maple Grove to stop the run. And still got some work to do, but it always starts with one.
Right, right. Can't go on a run if you don't side out.
Hilly to Alderson. Janae got on top of that ball, Andy.
Yeah, that's a good swing. Otto, as soon as that ball was set, Otto was making knew she had missed something here. Gets stuck trying to watch the middle. Aspinwall trying to block Alderson by herself is not going to end well for the Crimson. Alderson gets on that ball. We got a timeout on the floor for the Crimson. Still, I mean, it's not error volleyball for the Crimson. It's just great volleyball for the Rebels right now. They're firing on all cylinders, and that's what happens in this game especially is once you get running, once you get on a roll, you feel like you're invincible. Like no matter what happens, you're going to score. So you take chances you don't typically take, and we're seeing the results right now for the Rebels. Every time they take a big swing, it ends well in their favor. We haven't seen a ginormous swing that is hit out of bounds or that gets stuff blocked. Everything they're taking a cut on is at minimum taking Maple Grove out of system, and more often than not leading directly to a kill. Hopefully, for the Crimson's sake here, we can have them take a little deep breath, slow the momentum down. This is one of the few times where in volleyball the timeout is used a lot like it is in a basketball game, where we're just trying to slow momentum. Maybe not a whole lot of tactical changes right here, but just slow down the hot hand. And Champlin's got it right now, so we'll see what happens off the timeout.
Aspinwall getting it to Valencia, and so out of the timeout, they get a good set, and Valencia the kill.
Good, calm serve-receive play. Good things happening.
Serve from Domingue. Hilly. Back set. Alderson. Our Champlin Park point.
Middle back defender going with the flow there. Leaves a big hole in the backcourt, and Alderson able to take advantage of it.
Alderson, another service error. So a couple of those tonight. Back
Not
to Maple
her
Grove.
best day from behind the service lane. When she's on, she can go on runs, but hasn't been there today. So
Aspinwall, the junior setter, serving. Hilly will set from Miller. Missed. 17-13. In the middle, Alderson strong.
suddenly Maple Grove on a three-point run.
Well, Rebels missing on their last couple of hits, giving Maple Grove some momentum here. Hilly bumps this one over, dug up by Domingue, cross court, and then Valencia missing on her attack. Champlin Park gets the point, and they're up by 4 again.
Attackers right now, when they're missing, it's because they're overrunning the ball. A lot of balls being attacked from behind their head instead of keeping that ball in front, able to take a rip out in front of it.
Walton just dropped it over.
Nice cut there.
Hilly. Oh, Domingue, great job to get to that ball. Crimble from the middle. Domingue gets to another one, then Crimble tapping at the net, and Aspinwall handled that. Walton will set it outside for Hilly. Blocked by Brixius. Hilly will swing again. Aspinwall to Valencia. Alderson has it. Walton will dump it. Domingue for Brixius. Blocked by Hilly. Great rally.
It was about 5 times that play should have ended, but defenders and blockers kept saying no. We got the end here. Good spot. Domingue has to take this ball. Really only one place to set, so she sets to the right side, and there's a double block waiting for it.
To the middle.
Great
nice
cut.
Hilly able to get that one from Bright. Valencia with a swing. Tight to the net. Walton can't tap it over. Lead is 4 for Champlin Park. And led throughout here in the second set. Kill for Hilly in Champlin Park.
Nice set here. Again, going out to Hilly. She's up above the block. She can pick and choose where she wants to hit this ball. Tough to defend. Tough to defend.
Barry comes in to serve. Missed. Just missed wide, and it's a point. And a side out for Maple Grove.
Otto back in the game in the front row here. Bright back to serve.
Hilly. And missing on the pass was Bright on the serve receive. A tough break for the Crimson.
She's in the right position to make this play, just doesn't get her hands up quite fast enough. She's definitely not used to digging in the back row as the all-world middle she is.
All world, that's pretty good.
She's pretty good. I don't know if you've noticed. Oh, net violation on the Crimson.
22-16. The Rebels dangerously close to closing this one out. Backside Aspinwall. Brixius the kill.
Great location, good tempo on that ball. Brixius gets that teed up well. I'm glad we get to take another look. Great swing. Aspinwall moving towards the left side hitter, gets her feet stopped and delivers that ball behind. Nice swing for her.
Kara in to serve, looking to get her team on a late run here in the second set. Alderson off the blocker and down for another Rebel point.
Otto does a good job lining that up, and Alderson goes over it. Otto pulling on her finger there, making sure whatever jammed unjams here. We got another timeout for the Crimson. Down 17-23. I've seen these comebacks before. Right now, it's about taking care of the first ball. On the Rebel side, they're just talking about we're going to play clean from here on out. We're going to take care of the next two balls easy without getting over fancy. This is a time when, especially in high school athletics, kids this age want to try something fancy and new. Coach John is not about that. He's all about we're going to take care of what got us here. We're going to give our studs the ball, let them go win a game. We'll go up 2-0. We'll talk about set 3 soon. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We got to get 24 and 25. On Maple Grove side, they're talking about same thing. We're just talking about 1 point. Just like we talked about earlier, you can't go on a run if you don't side out. So they got to take care of this pass. They're in a tough situation here. They got Otto in the front row, along with Aspinwall and the freshman Hinsey. Otto and Hinsey are doing a nice job, but we'll see with only 2 hitters, the blocking gets a little bit easier for Champlin at this point.
Sydney Hilly serving and puts it back row to Domingue. And mishit at the front row for Otto, and Champlin Park sitting on set point now.
I like the idea of spreading the hitters, getting Otto behind, just a little bit of a misfeed there.
Stillberg digging that one up. There's Alderson down the line, got it, and there is set 2 to Champlin Park.
Nice finish to set 2. Champlin very businesslike in that set. Not many errors at all. Clean volleyball from them. Maple Grove had a couple hiccups, a couple runs they don't want to get into here in the third set. You know, we see this is how it ends, and it's pretty typical. Hilly with a nice jump float. Domingue does a nice job passing the ball. We get a little bit of scramble here. Hilly runs it down. Alderson, because the set is in a great position, able to put the ball where she wants it down the line where there isn't much for defense. The end of 2, Champlin up 2-0, and we'll be back after this.
More live volleyball on Channel 12 after this timeout.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Champlin Park up on Maple Grove 2-0 in our best of 5 set here tonight. And two of the assistant coaches on these respective teams were high school teammates. And you're right, there's Rebecca Zanevsky, Armstrong High School graduate, played on a state championship team at Armstrong High School in 2002 with Nikki Pinata, who was an assistant for Maple Grove. Both terrific players. Those are some great teams Armstrong had, late 90s, early 2000s. Both of these women were big parts of those successful teams. 2 state championships they won and 4 or 5 state appearances during a 6-year stretch.
Good volleyball teams back in the early 2000s, late 90s. And if you're a smart coach, you hire people that know how to win. And we see it right here. Nikki's been with Maple Grove for quite some time now. I believe this is Rebecca's first year with Champlin. Alderson starts like she's been doing all day with a nice swing from the outside down the line.
Just to finish up on that, those Armstrong team, didn't hurt that you had all-state players like Tara Lobdell when she was a senior in 2000, and Marcy Pinata a couple of years later, Nikki's older sister.
Yeah, just talent everywhere from that team. That was one of those teams that they didn't have one kid they relied on. They were able to set anybody and find ways to score from 3 or 4 different positions.
Alderson puts this one away. Champlin Park off to a good start here in set 3.
Hilly goes out of the back row. Domingue does a nice job trying to get that ball up, but it's not going to be alive for long as that ball goes right to Alderson.
Aspinwall missed on that set. So for Maple Grove, you've lost the first 2. What do you think Sean Hogan was telling his kids out in the hallway before this 3rd set?
I think a lot of it has to do with we can't score 25 points. There's no play we have to do that. We've got to get 1, and then if we get that 1, we've got to try and compound that into 2, 3, 4. And if they get 1, we've got to stop the bleeding right away. There was a couple runs that Champlin went on, especially in that 2nd set, that caused a lot of problems for the Crimson.
Good block that time. So Bright and Hinsey get up and block the hit from Claflin.
Claflin gets set a ball a little higher than she was probably used to, allowing the freshman Hinsey to close in on Bright there. Nice block.
First point of the set for Maple Grove, and Alderson putting it off of Aspinwall and Bright here for a point. Maple Grove with 2 3-point runs in that first set, but nothing in that 2nd set. The runs were all for Champlin Park.
Correct.
So they need to find a way to string together several 3-point runs here.
That's the beginning of it. Nice swing down the line here. I'm telling you, this freshman is impressive. She's able to cut corners and hit shots that a lot of upperclassmen have a tough time with. She's a nice player.
Hinsey serves. Blocking over.
That's a great block over here by Aspinwall. Bright thinks this ball may be coming over, so she goes up and takes a swat at it, leaving Aspinwall alone on the outside.
Hilly back set to Alderson. Off the block, down for a point for Champlin Park.
Hilly, great jump set, reverses her flow to get the ball to Alderson in a great position. Tough to stop when they're in system, these Rebels.
Ball across to Valencia. Over by Valencia again, front row Hilly. Across and hit long by Vattendahl Vidal.
Nice little rally here. waiting for opportunities, and finally we get a nice swing, just a little bit long by Marissa.
Hilly to Krimble.
You can tell Krimble's an athlete. She's able to get her body to do things that a lot of these other players can't. She gets up here and is able to take a ball that's pushed a little past her and still find the court with it.
Walton serving. He's floating it over. Aspinwall across. Too long, aggressive swing from Valencia, but too much on it.
Again, nice tempo to the set. I don't think Valencia was quite ready for it. She gets her ball a little bit too far out in front of her there.
Valencia down for the kill. Gets this one. Finds the open spot. It's 7-5. Aspinwall to serve. Ball across for Hilly. Mingy able to handle that and then taps it over. Walton will set this time. Valencia able to get to that and over by Brixius. Studelberg let it go and it misses the line. It's a point for Champlin Park.
Tough call for the line judge there. Those really are. When it sounds silly, but when it's right in front of you, it's the hardest ball you have to call the entire night. Luckily, the down ref was watching that ball, had her eye on the line, and was able to see it right away.
Barry to serve, and Maple Grove really never able to get anything going in that. And it's a point for Champlin Park, and they're ahead by 4. Brixius block. Krimble getting up.
It's a good pass. It's the right choice. Just a little bit of trouble there. Ball set a little bit tight. I mean, decision was right to go to the outside there, but because it's so tight, doesn't really leave Brixius with much options to work with.
And sometimes it's hard to coach against 6'2" on the other side of the net
exactly,
too, right?
Exactly. I was watching a couple points ago, and they said Hilly on the left side, and she just went like 2 rings on the antenna above the block. And no matter how good your defense is, that's impossible to defend. Right now, speaking of Pinata, she's in there talking to the squad as Sean has Aspinwall and talking about decision making with her, I'm sure. Pinata in, firing up the troops, trying to get them going. Talking about what are we going to do here? Let's take it one step at a time. You know, we don't have what it takes right now to go on a 5-point run with one swing. We've got to get 6. We've got to get the ball back in our hands so we can run the offense. And there's the Rowdies. Free TV time. Proud parents, hopefully. Let's assume so.
Serve from Barry out of the timeout. Alderson got it across. Mingy across and hit with long.
Just a bit long. That's a good, healthy swing from Brixius. It's the same situation that she got stuff blocked to end the second set, but still going after it there. I like that swing.
Outside to Brixius, this time on the left. Walton get it back for Krimble, handled by Domingue. Aspinwall setting up Valencia. Alderson able to dig that up. Out to Hilly. And a point for Champlin Park.
Champlin Park up 12-5 here. Just not swinging hard, just swinging smart the whole time.
Quick set to the middle. Good dig back row by Barry to handle that, but then the hit long here, and point does go to Maple Grove in the end.
The big swing by Otto sets up this play. Champlin's never able to get comfortable with what they want to run offensively. Credit her with the point, even though she won't get credit with a kill.
12-6, Valencia serving. Missed it long.
You need to be serving aggressive at this point. You can't just give the ball to Champlin Park, but we've got to. I'm sure Coach Haugen isn't real excited about those missed serves.
Whitney Anderson back in for the Rebels, and she'll serve here. To the middle, Otto's blocked by Alderson.
That ball's high enough. That ball's high enough. It should be covered here. Alderson blocks it up. Nobody covering the deep part of the court in coverage.
Going across. And then they get it to Brexius. Right side, and she hammers it home.
Good draw in the middle, leaves Alderson one-on-one, and Brexius wins that battle here.
(14-7). Maple Grove really needing a run, and another service error. They're in trouble, Andy, down 8 here in the third set.
Down 8 and not able to get a run going, and they're wearing it on their faces right now, which is really troubling for the Crimson. We'll see if they can recover, kind of shake this off and go on a little spurt.
Starts with one. They get a kill there from Hinsey.
Hinsey playing smart ball all day. Haven't seen an error from her that you really shake your head at. A couple hitting errors, but she's been pretty consistent all day.
Kara back in. Good serve from her. Hilly-Dale able to get it to Alderson.
Hilly goes up and gets this ball high. Alderson goes up and gets it even higher, and the Crimson are in the net.
Studelberg in, and she'll serve. That's been all the Hinsey. Dug up by Studelberg. Alderson will push it back deep corner. Valencia got to that, and Domingue gets it over. Quick set, Alderson.
That's a change.
Hilly. This time, Miller blocked. Crimson recovered in the middle. They're right and down. Blocked. Alderson there along with Marissa Vatndal-Vidal.
Not for lack of trying. That's great rally by the Crimson. But again, like we talked about earlier, it's hard to coach against 6'2", 6'1" that jumps that well. They're big kids putting up a nice block. That's one way to work around it. Use that block to your advantage. Great swing again by the freshman. Hinsey is having a nice night here for the Crimson. Let's see if she can get a little run going for her team. Good serve to start.
Now he's got to scramble to get to that one. Domingue, another great dig with a couple of those tonight. Alderson from Hilly.
Dig in system here. This dig is right on Hilly's head, right where she wants it. She's able to find Alderson, who's still behind her. It's a great look. Great look.
This one will have to be over, and Kara can't get it there. Timeout Maple Grove, and now a 10-point lead for Champlin Park here in the third set.
It's a tough place to be right now if you're the Crimson. Having trouble with communication right now. All the things that we were talking about earlier going well aren't right now. We've got miscommunication on a serve-receive ball. We've got decent effort to get a second contact, and then the ball gets lost in the lighting. Our feet, it's not what we're looking for from the Crimson. On the other side of the net, Rebels are playing great volleyball right now, getting them going for this end of September into October run they're going to need. I believe, I don't have it in front of me, John, to you, the schedule they have coming up. I know that Champlin's got a couple good matches coming up here pretty quick. And I believe the Crimson, in this conference, there's no off nights, and everybody's going to be after it.
Champlin Park will host Centennial next Tuesday, and then at Elk River next Wednesday. A big match against Osseo at Champlin on Tuesday the 30th. And for Maple Grove, after tonight, they've got Elk River at home next Tuesday, and then they're in the tournament on the 27th at Hopkins. And then the conference matches are back into conference action the 30th against Totino Grace.
Speaking of Totino, Grace, just got an update. They are down 0-2 to the Blaine Bengals right now, 25-22, 25-23. Things keep getting interesting in this conference.
Well, if that were to hold tonight, Champlin Park would be alone in first place, assuming they hold on to win this one tonight. They came into tonight both 5-0 in the conference. Maple Grove a half game back at 5-1. Osseo and Blaine at 4-1. We mentioned at the top in our pregame, 5 teams bunched at the top of this conference. 20-10 here. Rebels up 2-0, and Valencia gets a point for Maple Grove. Realistically, they need a run of about 7 points to make them feel, give themselves a chance to win. There's another one. Make it 20-12. Once one team gets to 20, you need a lot of things to go right when you're sitting at 10-12 right now for Maple Grove.
It's more than just you doing things right. You've got to hope your opponent starts doing a lot of things wrong. That ace is a good start, but we'll see what happens from here.
And Champlin Park ends the run quickly. Vatndal Vidal with the kill.
Marissa here gets set a little bit tight, so she's able to adjust her arm swing and just drop that ball over. Block was set up nicely, jumps early, expecting the hard-driven ball, and is on the ground when it gets tipped over.
Walton serving. And Valencia, great job by Alderson to get to that one. It looked like it was going down. Studelberg with a dig.
The resiliency, up 12-21. That's 2 balls that could have fallen, but they're going to play hard and fast. Oh, and we got a net violation after a third great dig by the Champlin Park Rebels.
(21-13), Aspinwall serving for the Crimson. Ball goes to Hilly. Domingue able to dig it up. I couldn't quite get it up into the front row to get a good set. And Champlin Park is at 22. Kristen Berry back in. She'll serve here. From the middle, Otto puts it away. Kill for the junior middle blocker.
Otto does a nice job here, seeing that the block is trying to take away the right side of the court and able to cut that ball the other way, where Champlin does not have a defender set up ready to dig.
Melissa Peterson in for Maple Grove for the first time. She sets here. Here's Healy attacking, and a kill for the sophomore. (23-14) as Anderson serves. Hinsey. Studelberg, Walton to Alderson. Mingy got it up in the air. This will have to be over. And a great job by Aspinwall to put it across. But Maple Grove couldn't scramble back defensively, and Claflin able to put it away fairly easily in the middle. And now we're at match point.
It's a great hustle by Maple Grove, but Champlin's doing too much right now.
Ball to the middle. Otto keeps Maple Grove alive for the moment.
Chip in a chair, chip in a chair. Gonna need to have a big run here. Domingue back to serve.
2 in a row. It's 24-16.
Crimson faithful aren't ready to be done yet. They're loud and proud still at this point in the match. Love to see that.
Outside to Hilly down the line for the point and the match. And Champlin Park stays unbeaten in the conference. And they win it in 3 straight. Really outstanding play, especially those last 2 sets from Champlin Park.
Right.
And really, they played well all night. Maple Grove not as strong a play, especially in the second and third sets, and Champlin Park taking advantage of that.
Everything was work-like for Champlin Park today. They came in, with one thing on their mind, and that was to maintain that undefeated conference record, and they did. Good volleyball from the Rebels across the board. Crimson, like you said, played really well to start. Set 2 was good for a while and then kind of ran into some problems. Set 3 was not the type of volleyball that Coach Sean Haugen and the rest of the Crimson are going to be expecting the rest of the season.
Go ahead.
We'll see what they do here coming off of this match. It's a lot of season left.
We'll take time out, come back, and wrap things up from Maple Grove High School. Champlin Park wins in 3. More on our post game from Maple Grove High School after this timeout.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
That's low. That's low. Look, he's blushing.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach
likes
your
you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Champlin Park wins tonight in 3 straight over Maple Grove, and they remain unbeaten in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Welcome back to Maple Grove High School. I'm John Jacobson, joined now by the Crimson. We'll start with Janae Alderson. Outstanding match for you tonight. Congratulations. What's it feel like to beat a quality team like this in Maple Grove?
Feels pretty good. I think it was everything we expected, and we just took care of it. You know, it's good.
What is your team doing well right now? You've won 4 matches in a row. What is clicking for you guys on the court?
The fact that we are always positive. We are working together as a team, and we kind of know where we are in the court. And we've been through some losses, and they came back, and I think we just overcame some good obstacles as a team.
The losses that you had early in the season, how has that helped you, do you think, overall as a team?
It just showed us what we needed to work on. I'm glad they were early losses, not late losses. So
Always important to improve as your game is going on. Do you feel you guys have made improvement in these first 3 weeks of matches?
Yes, I do.
Janae, congratulations. Enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, Sydney, tell me about this team. I know you felt this was a special group coming in that had a chance to go far. And has anything changed your opinion on that?
No, we only lost 4 people, and we got some great new people to step into their roles. I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season is going to be like.
You've had some good matches already, tough schedule. How has that helped your team, the wins and the losses against the good teams you've played?
Well, every night we just keep looking for things to work on. We take it to practice, come back the next night, and work on it, and it's been working for us so far.
6-0 in the conference. I know every team wants to get to state, but how important would a conference championship be if you guys can do that?
That's one of our big team goals, but nothing's guaranteed. We're working for it every day just to make sure it goes our way in the end.
Tonight's match, what did you feel you did well?
Well, I feel like I connected well with a lot of my hitters, and I couldn't have done it without the passing. We played amazing defense and service eve. I'm so proud of my team tonight.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Head coach John Junker, team seemed to be playing very well. Didn't let Maple Grove take that first one. How important was winning that first set? Was terrific, back and forth all set.
Oh yeah, back and forth for both teams, and that's a lot of energy in here tonight. So that momentum was huge for us, and it would have been a battle had we not won that one. But it was a big first step. It was the girls got a little tough there and said we're going to win this one, and it was great for momentum, and it carried over into second and third.
Yeah, you had Brenna Walton, who's back, who had missed some time. How important is she to your team?
Oh, she's very important. It's just their third year of varsity setting, so she knows what we're trying to accomplish and whatever else. And it just that experience, that leadership. She's a quiet leader, but she works hard and she knows what we're trying to do and she knows where the ball's supposed to be. So having Brenna back is very important.
How about this conference this year? You got 5 teams right at the top. Any one of these 5, including yourselves, can win this league this year, can't they?
Yeah, the conference is very, very tight as far as the level of play, and it's going to be every night's going to be a battle. And then it carries over into sections because there's 9 teams that are in the same section too, so it's going to carry over to that too. But yeah, any night you got to show up and be ready to play.
What are the next big ones you've got coming up?
We got 2 back-to-back next week, Centennial and Elk River, and then we got Osseo on the 30th. So, but we got to take care of one at a time next week and see what happens. Because, like I said, every night's a battle, and you got to show up and ready to go. But very proud of the girls. It's the best volleyball we've played so far this season. Nice effort by your team tonight, John. Enjoy this one. Thank you.
John Junker, head coach of the Champlin Park Rebels. A great effort by his team. They go to 9-3 on the season, 6-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and Maple Grove drops to 6-2 on the season, now 4-2 in conference matches. And that'll do it for our telecast tonight from Maple Grove. For Andy Gugesberg and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in for live coverage of high school volleyball on 12 Sports.